Well, this is the first Monday of June 2015. Obviously, I'm not in my office. I've just come off a mountain bike trail with my trusty Jeep and my trusty dog Sebastian, who may wander around in the background of this video before we're finished. I've just completed meetings yesterday and will stay in the area for meetings that start up again on Monday. So for those of you that think you might recognize the landscape, why don't you make an entry on the blog about where you think I am? For the first three that identify within 5 miles of where I'm standing at the moment, we'll have a special item coming your way from the Outreach and Engagement Marketing Inventory. This past month has felt like a month's worth of launching to me, and if you paid attention, you know that we launched 2 new Extension Tax Service districts associated with the May primary election. Marion County and Klamath County both now have perpetual tax support for the Extension and 4-H programs there. Congratulations and thank you to all those who had a hand in that. We also launched promotion activities for 9 of our extension funded, partially or fully funded faculty who were promoted and or tenured. So congratulations to those. Rather than try to remember all 9, I'll just make sure that those names are published in an upcoming newsletter. Through Dave King and Lisa Templeson's leadership, we launched a conversation with other providers of distance education in the state. All 7 public universities and Linfield College come together periodically through our leadership. And there's conversation about jointly marketing and working together in order to advance our work. So that's yet another launch. Just last week, we launched a conversation also involving Dave and his leadership of the American Distance Education Consortium, who attracted to campus a Chinese delegation from the Central Agricultural Broadcasting and Television Service. And we signed an MOU, and we'll continue to work on new launches with them, especially around learning modules that work in a bilingual capacity. Recently, I launched a conversation with the president of Portland State University, where we have encouragement and support by our own president, Ed Ray, and the PSU president, Wim Wiewel, to work around the concept of interdependence. At PSU, there is an Institute for Metropolitan Studies, and of course, OSU has a long and deep history in working in rural areas. We believe that we can serve communities in maybe some new and distinctive ways by working with our colleagues at Portland State University. Some other launches underway. We have identified a team that we're going to send to the Engagement Academy on the East Coast, where we have sent teams for the last 5 or 6 years. This particular group is led by Faye Chadwell, who's the OSU librarian, and they'll be investigating digital assets and their use in engagement. So look forward to their return and helping the rest of us understand that part of the engagement opportunity. Just this week, I learned that our OSU 4-H Youth Development Program is responsible for a major national launch of the National Youth Science Day that will happen this fall. We were selected to have one of our programs around the science of motion developed by our 4-H faculty that will be essentially syndicated across the U.S. and used in every state, likely in every county. So I want to really acknowledge that wonderful innovative work that's gone on in the 4-H Youth Development Program. And finally, this last month, we have launched the search for the Associate Director, Associate Provost position currently held by Deb Maddie. The search committee is chaired by Shelby Walker, who heads up the Oregon Sea Grant program. The announcement should be on the streets soon, and I would invite you to help me identify individuals who you believe might qualify for that position. Not that we'll ever find another Deb Maddie, but I'm personally committed to recruiting and getting on the phone with those that we can jointly identify as people we might want to have take a look at the position. Of course, with all these launches comes the work of nurturing and doing the work, and many of us in the division work on a 12-month basis, so when the campus goes quiet in the summer, we essentially roll up the shirt sleeves and begin to move things along. That happens meaningfully across the state as county fair season begins. Some of you know that Benny the Beaver will be at each one of our county fairs this year after the pilot where we were able to provide kind of an OSU day at some of our county fairs. And let's see, next month, I'll just wrap this up by saying I hope to describe some positive progress that we might accomplish in our state legislature. Our most recent revenue forecast was relatively encouraging, and at this moment the appropriations bills are being referred into Ways and Means subcommittees, and I'm anxious to hear what ultimately becomes of our own budget request and hope to be able to share some positive news with you next month. Well, that's all for now. I've got another trail to ride. Let me know what you think on the blog. Talk to you again soon.